I tell you what, the last couple of days I've been on an adventure, y'all. Anyhow, before we get started on this, I want to let you know that my channel has grown quite a bit over the last month or so. And if you don't know about my channel, just know this: I'm all about standing up for yourself, enforcing your rights, and calling bullshit when you have bullshit. Okay? Now there's a way to do all this, and you have to not do it with any vulgarities. Okay? But you can make yourself heard and understood. So, on this adventure, y'all, okay? Now, check this out. About a week ago, I had to go up to the schoolhouse, pick my granddaughter up, or drop her off, one of the two, can't remember. Anyhow, I pulled up, and I seen a bunch of shiny stuff on the road there in the parking lot, and I thought, oh crap, I done ran over somebody, done threw some nails down. Well, didn't nothing happen right away, but that cold spell hit, right? So the tire went down. Well, Saturday, it'd gone down low enough for me to think, well, I better go have this tire checked out real quick. So I usually get all my tires at Discount Tire. If y'all don't have one, if you know what it's about, well, then you understand what I'm saying. For one, they offer free flats to be fixed for lifetime, right? Or any other time, if they can. Anyhow, so I go to this one Discount Tire. They're like liquor stores, one on every corner pretty much. And I pull up in there, and it's cold outside, and I'm already not feeling it. You know, because it's cold, and the arthritis and the back, everything's hurting. So I thought, well, let me drive around the building so they can put some air in my tire, because if it's not, you know, a nail or anything, it'll stay up. It's just from the cold. Well, after waiting like 45 minutes in line just to get the tire pressure checked, so they say, I tell the old boy, I said, look, you know, it says back driver's tire. I said, I need to put some air in it for me, please. And he's like, sure. And I said, I want you to check the rest of the tires as well and make sure they're up where they need to be, because, you know, this cold zapped that air right out of them. He's like, oh, yes, ma'am, not a problem. And he said, well, before he even checked it, so he let his mouth overload his ass is what he did. Before he even checked the tire, he said, well, if it's below 15%, we can't put no air in it. We're going to have to change it. I said, okay. Will you check it, please? And he said, yes, ma'am. He comes back up, and he says, it's at 18%. I said, okay, you going to put some air in it? He said, no. And I said, why? He said, because it's not reading. I said, it's got to be reading, son. I said, simply because you told me it was at 18, so it's got to be reading. He said, well, we can get you in to fix the flat and, you know, take it off and check it out and everything. I said, great. He said, well, pull around here to the front. And I'm like, oh, shit, here we go with the hoo-ha. You know, because their number one job is to sell tires, okay, and rims. That's not my issue. So I get pulled around there, and I go inside, and I'm waiting in line, and I get up there finally, you know. My attitude's already sucky because I know what they're going to try and pull on me. And I tell the old boy, you know, the old boy out here said he couldn't put no air in it if it was at 15 or below. I said, but it's showing 18 on the gauge is what he told me. Why don't you put any air in it? Well, we just usually don't do that. I said, well, then why did you say 15? And I said, well, as a matter of fact, let me price some tires while we're standing right here. So now I got him on my hook. And so I priced some tires. It's like $1,050 for the tires that I want for my truck. Now, these tires that I have on my truck, they're practically pretty brand new. They only got like 52,000 miles on them, okay? They're Hancocks. They're good tires. I got them because I knew I was going to be doing a lot of road running. I was going to be in a lot of places that needed to have a good set of tires. Anyhow, I told that old boy, I said, look, according to my warranty on my receipt, I got 70,000 miles. I said, but you're telling me that y'all's warranty, your warranty, is only 3 years or 70,000. I said, so you're not going to honor the warranty. Is that what you're telling me? He said, "Oh no, ma'am, we can't honor that. You know, it's just." I said, "Are you sure that's your final answer?" He looked at me kind of sideways like a retard, and he said, "Yeah." And I said, "You know what?" I said, "Y'all won't put no air in my tire. You said it's at 18, minimum's 15. I said, now you trying to sell me or, get me to buy a brand new tire when under my receipt they're on warranty." I said, "You know what? I'll go down here and I'll fill it up myself with some air and see what happens with that." So I left out of there, and of course I Google reviews. I do a lot of those. I review everybody because, I'm not an easy person to please, but also too, I ain't gonna ask more than what I deserve. I'm not gonna ask for more than what I deserve. And, it is what it is. It's a matter of principle, and you're going to stand by your stuff or you're not. And, I'm going to blast your ass out. So I get back to the house, and, of course, I wrote a book on Google Review. And I thought, you know what? I got the warranty on these freaking tires. They're not going to get away with this shit. And so I decided to go to another discount tire today. So I called him first. I said, "I need to make an appointment to have my tire changed." He said, "Yes, ma'am." And I gave him my name, all that good stuff. I went in there and everything, and they pulled the tire off. Well, I'll be darned, I got 2 nails back to back. They're not going to be able to fix it because I had them show me the tire. My father had a tire shop for over 30 years. I know what I'm talking about. I ain't stupid. And he's like, "Well, ma'am, the tread on." I said, "Don't come at me sideways with that crap." I said, "Look," I said, "I'm going to tell you right now, you done got me started." I said, "This other discount tire," and I put him on blast, exactly where it's at and who I talked to, told me this stuff, that my tires were dry rotted the other day. They told me that I needed brand new tires, that they couldn't fix my tire, and they going to try and scam me and what do they call that, gaslight me. I said, I ain't the one. I said, now either y'all going to honor changing a flat or honor the warranty. I said, because Hancock is a good company, and I'll just call the distributor and let them know that you're not honoring their 70,000 miles because you just told me that you doubt that they'd make it 70,000. So I'm going to call Hancock and I'm going to let them know what you said. And because y'all's little warranty policy and procedure is only 3 years, I mean, what's it going to be? And he's like, "Well, okay, hold on just a minute, ma'am. Hold on just a minute, ma'am." I'm like, damn, okay, whatever. I ain't got nothing to lose anyway. They're telling me I got to get a new tire, blah, blah, blah. I might as well give them freaking hell. In a nice kind of way. No vulgarities, no cussing whatsoever. Just my nice, sweet, beautiful, old, white-ass face. He comes back and he says, "I'll tell you what, ma'am." He said, "We're going to order you a brand new tire. We're going to honor that 70,000 mile warranty on that tire." And he said, "Can you come back here tomorrow?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "My granddaughter's got an allergy appointment tomorrow. Let's make it 12 noon, straight up high noon, baby." And he said, "Yes, ma'am." And he said, "We'll have that brand new tire here for you. We'll get it mounted and balanced and everything for you." I said, "Right on." I said, "Now that's what I'm talking about right there. You're going above and beyond. Above and beyond. I wasn't asking for much. But I appreciate you and I appreciate what you're doing." I said, "I'm not going to give you a review until after I get my tire on there tomorrow. I'm going to take a picture of it and I'm going to post it on y'all's website." He said, "Yes, ma'am." And so, they pulled my truck around and stuff. And I was like, "I really appreciate y'all." I said, there's not too many folks that'll do what you did. You would have went with the hoo-ha policy and procedure of discount. And I think, me encouraging you a little bit to do the right thing, you did the right thing. I said, "I appreciate you." I said, "Now, with that being said, is there any way I can get the other 3 ones brand new too?" I said, "Because if you don't ask, you just won't ever know." He said, "Oh, no, ma'am, I can't do that." I said, "I'll take it one at a time then, baby." And that's how you get shit done. I'm telling you. You stand up for yourself. You make people accountable. And you practice what you preach. Keep on prepping, baby. I'm glad to see you. Ciao.